consistent queen, back again with another video. I mean, as you guys know, we are consistent, and as you could tell from the title of this video, today I'm going to be doing a story time. I don't know when last I did a story time. All I know is that it's been years. Like, I'm not really a story time person. I feel like personally there's people who, like, when they tell stories, Jay, you're just captivated. Like, there's people who are meant for story times, and I don't think I'm one of those people. So I really just shy away from doing story times, and I stick to what I know best, which is vlogs, fashion, wellness, self-care. But I felt that I need to share the story. Like, the main objective of me even recording and uploading this video is because I want you guys to know that, like, God and the universe are always listening, and your loved ones that may no longer be there are also always listening. Like, personally, that's my belief. So the story goes a little like this. Mind you, this story happened exactly a year ago. I just didn't feel comfortable with sharing the story until now. Like, I've had a lot of experiences with, like, speaking to angels. You know, like, some people that you come across, maybe like an Uber driver who starts telling you things about your life that they have absolutely no business knowing. Like, or the stuff that they say, like, how did you know that? Like, why are you telling me this? How did you know that this was the situation in my life? So that's basically what I had encountered. It was a year ago. It was after my Power FM interview. I remember I was in Joburg, right? So after the interview, I went back to the hotel that I was staying at. I took my luggage because I had organized for, like, a late checkout, since I knew that the interview was going to finish in the early afternoon. And that's when things started becoming a little bit weird. So I was very happy about the interview. I mean, during the interview, I was nervous because I was talking about, like, being a content creator, and I hadn't been a content creator for that long. And mind you, like, I was 19, and, like, being on radio, it's very nerve-wracking. Like, thousands, like hundreds and thousands of people are listening to you. So I was very nervous, but I was very happy. I requested to go to my friend's place, my friend who stays in Joburg as well, because she was like, nah, babes, you were on national radio. Like, do you know how big Power FM is? And I was like, child, you're right. We need to celebrate. We need to go to Orem or something. Mind you, I also have not told her this story. Like, the only person who I told was my little sister. Like, she's okay now, also telling you guys, obviously. So cool. Now I get into the car, you know, this man is greeting me, he's nice, whatever. And then he's asking me, like, where I'm from, because I was dressed so well, you know. And I'm like, oh no, I had a radio interview with Power FM. And he was like, Power FM, at your age, girl, you're so young. That means that you're a big deal. And I'm like, not yet anyways. But I was like, no, thank you for flattering me, but no, I still have a lot of work to do, which I do still have a lot of work to do. And then he was like, no, Power FM, it's all about business people. Like, do you understand the magnitude and the kind of people that were listening to you? And mind you, at the time when he was busy telling me, I did not understand the magnitude. I only understood it, like, months later, when people that I came across were like, no, man, we heard you on radio. Like, business people were like, no, we heard you on radio. I actually listened to Power FM. So I was like, okay, no. But at the time, I was like, so what are you on about? But then I was like, okay, no, let me just converse with him, because you guys know we live in South Africa, and you need to, like, kiki with the Uber drivers, or else you don't know how things are going to turn out. So I was just like, ciao, he's saying a lot, but let me just entertain him. And he was a nice guy. Yeah. So I was like, oh yeah, thank you. I hope that, like, it'll help my career. And he's like, I can tell that you're, like, a content creator, influencer, and I know that you want to work with these brands, and you want to work with, like, now he's listing the brands that I want to work with, right? And I'm thinking to myself, how did you know that? How did you know that? Like, thing is, he was not just listing, like, random brands. Like, he was very specific. Like, he was mentioning Cotton On, he was mentioning Sissy Boy, and mind you, this man is, like, probably, like, in his 40s. I'm thinking to myself, how could it be, like, out of all of the brands he mentioned other ones that I still aspire to work with. Like he mentioned 4 brands, and 2 of those 4 brands I've already worked with, right? So he was saying that I'm gonna work with all of these brands and that I must keep on going because there's a lot waiting for me, and that my YouTube channel is going to prosper. Mind you, he didn't even know that I have a YouTube channel. Like I didn't even mention the YouTube channel. Even in the interview, I hadn't mentioned the YouTube channel, right? So now I'm like, so he's talking a lot, and then I'm thinking to myself, Aibo, what is this man on about? Like, is it a coincidence? I don't know. I only realized in hindsight that no, but like in the moment, like it was so unreal. Like guys, I was so creeped out. I was just like so overwhelmed by everything, you know. And he was saying that like basically he was just prophesying like blessings into my life, saying that all of these things that I desire, and he was actually getting my desires right without me even saying it. Like I don't know, he was just telling me that all of these things that I desire are gonna come into fruition. I just need to keep on focusing on like my work, focusing on my schoolwork as well. I can't let my school bag fumble. Like that's my main bag, and then the content creation is also a bag. And yeah, guys, he was saying a lot. He was saying a lot. And then, mind you, as we're driving, because I was very creeped out at what was happening, and I'm thinking to myself, how does this man know? How is he prophesying all of these things? How did he even know that I want to work with content on asqale lapho? So now I'm like looking at my surroundings, right? Mind you, I'm also not familiar with Joburg like that. So I see that we're driving on this road, right? This is like by Auckland Park. And the name of the road that we were on when I looked outside is my late grandmother's name, right? So now I'm like, is this a coincidence? Is it a coincidence? And mind you, the name is not even a common name. Now I'm like, in Auckland Park, how is it my late grandmother's name? And she had passed away last year. And this interview happened last year. So I was like, what is going on? And he was telling me that I just need to like keep on praying. And then I remembered the previous night, like before my interview, right? I was just like, I pray that like God can give me a sign on like whether or not I'm on the right track. Like I always ask for signs. And funny enough, every time I ask for signs, right, I get them like almost immediately. Like I don't know, like there's countless times when I asked for signs and God delivered, like through Uber drivers, through cashiers, through like random people who didn't even know me, and they give me the confirmation that I asked for. And mind you, like how would they have known? So this man keeps on telling me that I need to keep my faith strong, I need to pray and all of those things. And I'm like, that time, like I really, like guys, one thing about me, like I believe in prayer, child. So I'm like literally, now the trip ends, and mind you, like I'm so overwhelmed and like I'm fighting back tears because I'm like, what just happened? Like what just happened? Who was this man? How did he know so many things about me? How did he know my aspirations? Like very specific, because like I don't think other men in their 40s who know about Bosisi Boy Nabo Cotton on. And obviously he mentioned like the 2 others, because I told you that he mentioned 4 brands. They're like 4 of my favorite brands that I aspire to work with, amongst many others. Like how would he have guessed them like so correctly? Like it's not even a guess, because like and I know he didn't know me at all. Like he really, and even in the interview, let's say if by any chance he did listen to the interview, I obviously didn't mention my YouTube channel, I didn't mention the brands that I want to work with. So it was just so, and I realized that no, man, I think this man was an angel. Hey, like I'm convinced that I was literally speaking to an angel. And mind you, this was a very dark time like in my life. Like I was going through a lot of emotions. Like I was in a lot of emotional turmoil, and I just needed that confirmation, and I prayed about it the night before. And then the next day, God didn't even waste any time, child. The next day he delivered. So basically the message I want to leave you guys with is that, like, pray about things. Like, guys, like, prayer works. Prayer works. God is always listening. The universe is always listening. Your ancestor is always listening. Like, when you need a sign, ask. And if you desire, ask and you shall receive. You know what I'm saying? So, and also keep in mind, right? While you're busy asking, you must also have a spirit of gratitude. You must have an attitude of gratitude. Yes, an attitude of gratitude. Like, be thankful for the stuff that you already have in your life and pray for more stuff. And also, you need to pray that you don't mishandle your blessing. Like, pray that you become ready for your blessing, because there's nothing worse than, like, you've been praying for something for so long and then God hands it to you and then you fumble. Like, you don't want to fumble. So make sure that you're ready for your blessing, and make sure that, like, you have a clean spirit. Like, more than anything, guys, like, don't, like, number one rule, like, don't wish bad upon other people. Don't do that. Like, even if you're jealous of someone, like, don't wish that person's downfall. Like, rather wish for your own empowerment and wish that you can be better rather than that person being worse. Because a spirit of, like, jealousy, spirit of negativity, that's not the kind of thing that you want in your life. Like, you literally need to just have good energy around you so that you can, like, attract more good energy. You know what I mean? So yeah, guys, that was basically what I wanted to share. I thought it was really random, but, like, I mean, we do talk about wellness. Yeah, so wellness, clean energy, clean aura. Guess it all falls under the same category. But yeah, guys, I'm very tired now. Super tired. I just finished with YouTube Next. It's late at night, so I'm gonna call it a night. Thank you so much for watching the video. I hope that you subscribed, and hopefully, do I even want to do more story times? Because I was about to say hopefully I do more story times. Things I have a lot of stories to tell, but I don't know if I'm gonna. We'll see, guys. Do let me know if you want me to do more story times and the kind of story times that you guys want me to do. I hope that you subscribed. I hope that you watched the ads. Hope that you like this video. Hope that you watch my other videos for my sake, guys. Like, please do it for my sanity, like, for my mental well-being. Like, watch my videos, guys. Like, because we're trying to make it to YouTube Black. We're thankful for YouTube Next. Now the next step is YouTube Black. So please help me reach that goal. Until next time, this is it from the Consistent Queen. Bye.